Hello, humane! So, it's Friday afternoon, we've got the new Whale-mart, and we have some weekend events that are going to allow you to get a ton of extra divine tickets. So, I am going to start off with those weekend events first, because, you know, these are pretty easy to get some pretty good amounts of tickets out of. So first of all, we have the regular Golden Gatherer event available to everyone. So gather as much gold as you can, all sources count except for selling. And on my PC account, I need to collect 9 million gold to get 10 extra divine tickets. And anyone can participate in this, like I said. And the top 10 people in this do also have the chance of getting the xylophone dragon. But of course, most people won't be getting that top 10 prize, so the main reward for this is an extra 20 divine tickets, so make sure you participate in that. And then the second one that we have is the VIP dinner time event. So feed your dragons by using as much food as you can, and out of this, what is this, 50 divine tickets that we can get for participating, and I have to spend 1.6 million food to get all of the divine tickets out of this event, and top 15 can potentially get a hold of the perfume dragon. So if you've been hoarding like hundreds of millions of food, this is obviously going to be a great time to spend it. So we'll go ahead and do that in a moment, but just before that, these are my deals in the black market / Whale-mart. Obviously these are very slightly different depending on player level, but for me we have a very weird deal, which I think is the first time we've ever seen dungeon tokens become an option to actually purchase something. So we have one divine ticket for 1,500 dungeon tokens, and now I'm kind of split on this because, you know, dungeon tokens have been useless for years for a lot of people, but at the same time, it's only for one singular divine ticket. So, you know, maybe if it was like 5 divine tickets, I'd like it a bit more, but, you know, I just like the fact that they are experimenting with adding dungeon currency as something that we can use. So, that is a deal that I like. 5 VIP tickets for 45 gems is tempting, but it's not the best deal I've ever seen. And then Dragon Fury Essence for 75,000 food is super good. I highly suggest purchasing this. Then we have 10 enchantment tickets for 99 gems is whatever, it's another gem deal, I don't care. And then the final one, excellent divine materials for 75 gems. This is a trash offer, don't buy this. Like, genuinely, just wait for the extraordinary deals to come up. And that just about sums up the entirety of the Whale-mart for this week. So, you know, we need to go ahead and spend all of that food to feed our dragons. So, you know, what we do is we just pick a dragon. Like, sure, how about we can either level up a random dragon, or what we can do is, you know, we do have our Archangel dragon, which is level 66. I don't think he's ever going to get fully leveled up. So, you know, just 2 feeds of this is going to give us everything that we can out of this dinner time event. So whatever, we'll just pop him up to level 67 for now, because I feel pretty bad that we started enchanting him, we started leveling him up, and then we just left him in the gutter. We even unlocked his 3rd element and everything. Such a waste of, what is it, 99 gems? Ugh, sickening. But regardless, you can see now that in the dinner time event, it's already been done for us. We're at position 32 for now. That's gonna last about 10 minutes, so don't even worry about it. But then the Golden Gatherer one can be a little bit more annoying, because gathering 9 million gold can be sort of a pain. Obviously, if you collect all of the gold from your habitats, it's gonna be nice and easy. But the easiest way for me to do this is to do the heroic mode fights, and obviously since I have VIP tickets, it's even easier for me than it is for most people. So the VIP tickets that I use, they do only use 1 VIP ticket on heroic mode fights, even though they normally use 2 energy. And obviously heroic mode fights do give you more resources than the regular map. So this is the way that I always do it. To anyone that doesn't have VIP tickets, you will need to use quite a bit of portal energy to do all of your heroic mode fights, but it is still by far the best way to do it. You know, that is alongside with just collecting your gold frequently anyway. But we'll just collect all of these, see how much we've actually gathered grand total. There's an extra 20 divine tickets. So that puts us up to... Actually, we've already done it. I thought we'd have to do a few more. I never realised just how much gold I get out of those tickets, but... You know, there we go. Those two are now done skis. So grand total, that puts us back up to 79 divine tickets, which ain't too bad for, you know, 5 minutes of gameplay. So let's go and open up these bad boys as well. Because, you know, I've been trying to hoard them quite a bit to, you know, do big openings. But since we just got these weekend events, I just want to show you how much value sort of these weekend events offer to, you know, just random people opening up chests. Like, what could happen is you could just get singular pieces in every single chest you end up opening up. Or you could get super lucky and get like 2 billion new dragons out of it. Like, there you go, 10 pieces for the fairy dragon. I am kind of over taking my time with these chests though, so we'll just keep opening them up like this. The main problem is we only have the divines to worry about. So the only thing that matters to us is getting pieces for Poseidon. We've got a duplicate runic dragon. I'm just going to get a duplicate one of him, because why not? And we're probably not going to get anything out of opening up all of these chests. We're getting singular pieces closer towards Poseidon. And that is like it. But, you know, it's worth doing it because what if you can get those 120 pieces, you know? What if you just get so lucky and in a singular chest that gives you the divine? Never give up hope. Even if it seems unlikely and, you know, in the bottom of your heart, you know that there's like no chance of it happening. Just keep doing it anyway. Just keep doing it. Don't give up. Keep doing your boss challenge fights and stuff like that. Just, you know, power through the RNG. Don't let the game rule over you. You are your own humane. You do whatever the heck you like. But, you know, that is all of the, I guess, weekend update sort of stuff that's been or will be going on in DML. You know, we will be getting the new Dragon of the Week soon, we will be getting the new events soon, but one thing to also note, I did talk about this a little bit in the Discord server, is that, you know, for the VIP dinner time event, this one in particular gives you tons and tons of divine tickets for free, basically. So if you really, really want to get a hold of these tickets, then I do highly suggest that you use your singular VIP tickets, if you have any, because when you open up divine chests, you do have a chance of getting divine tickets. So I imagine that most people, if they've been doing the events, should have at least a few by now. So if you've collected like a couple of them, now is probably one of the best times that you can use your divine tickets. Not divine tickets, your VIP tickets. Oh my goodness, my brain, you know, tickets here, tickets there, tickets bloody everywhere. My brain cannot handle it anymore. But it's the same with weekend events all the time, because, you know, for me in the UK, the weekend events come out on Fridays at 3 PM. The Whale-mart comes out at midday on a Friday. So it's normally a good idea to save at least one VIP ticket at all times, in case you ever get events like this. Because, I mean, you could spend a VIP ticket, you could open a few divine chests, and you could get a VIP ticket back out of it. It's kind of unlikely because the drop rates for the VIP tickets are quite low. But normally when you activate one-day VIP tickets, it's just for, you know, random events anyway, like random weekend events. If you're, like, trying to get a specific dragon, like, say you've hoarded for 4 months, and then you just go ahead and spend all of your food in that one event. Well, here you can do 2 birds with 1 stone if you really like any of the dragons that are present. But at the end of the day, it is up to you how you want to spend it. I'm just giving you advice as someone that's played this game for far too long, and, you know, seen the advice of other people that do succeed in the weekend events quite often. The only reason I don't really participate personally is because I don't like how pay-to-win this game is a lot of the time, and I don't log in frequently enough to even hoard enough to spend in those events, because, you know, some people, they just sit at home, depending on what they do, and they'll log in every single hour to play this game. Whereas the only times I really touch DML are for event timers or, you know, making videos. So I don't really play DML in my own free spare time that much because, you know, it just adds to burnout and it just destroys your motivation to play sometimes when you're, you know, doing it to show other people and you do it as well just yourself. It just gets too much, doing too much of anything. So, the weekend events in particular, you either get people that just spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on the game every month, maybe more, or you get people that have been hoarding for, you know, a year, like I tend to. Like, I've just been hoarding food for quite a while now, because, I mean, I have no dragons to really spend it on. And I'm gonna wait to see what I want to do with that extra 100 million food or whatever it is that we have. Like, how much do we have? We have 98 million food right now, which isn't all that much, considering the numbers that some people have. But I have been hoarding for a while. Like, since we got our Lantern Dragon and that all up to level 100, and leveled up the Agave Dragon a bit, I haven't really touched that food supply. And I'm hoping to keep it that way for a good while, because what I'll do is we'll decide on another dragon that we want to level up, or there'll be an update where a dragon needs to get leveled up a ton again, and we'll wait for that time. And we'll try and spend it at a time where there's a dinner time event on. Because then, not only are we achieving our goal of, you know, leveling up a dragon like we want to, but we'll also get the rewards from a dinner time event at the same time. Pretty simple. A lot of people do it, but a lot of people also don't do it because it's one of those things that's just so simple that people overlook it completely. Like, it's just such a basic, easy thing to understand, and people just go, oh, right, we can do that, can't we? Whoops. It's like how in some shooter games, it's like, oh right, I have grenades. I haven't used them in 20 hours of gameplay. Whoopsie. And then suddenly it's like the entire world has opened up to them and suddenly they're increasing their productivity or, you know, kill streaks by 10%. I mean, I've only ever, I think, won a weekend event like once in my entire time of playing DML. That's just because I don't focus on it at all. Like, I always say this to people when they say, who's the best DML players in the world? And I say, there's no such thing as being the best. Because one, this game doesn't have a skill-based thing to base that off of. It's super pay to win in certain aspects. And plus, people play the game for different reasons. Like, there are some people that exclusively play DML just for the breeding and will never touch the battling. Ever. Unless they have to do an event to get a dragon that they want to breed with. It's like, do you really judge those people as being worse than someone else just because instead of liking the fighting, they just choose to breed a lot instead? You know, I don't think it really makes a lot of sense to, you know, say, yeah, well, I'm better than you because I battle as well. It's like, that's not how that works. It's like with art, some people draw in different styles or paint in different styles, and some people say, yeah, well, that artwork sucks because it doesn't look as good as mine. It's like, well, that's all in the eyes of the beholder. You might value battling more, you might value breeding more. At the end of the day, no one's outright correct in saying one thing is better than another. Like, personally, I would say the breeding's a lot more interesting in this game than the battling is. Same with Pokemon, that's always been my take. But hey, you do you, and I guess just don't be an ass about whatever you're doing. But anyway, I get sidetracked way too often. I know. But the moral of the story is, make sure you're participating in these weekend events and the boss challenge, and do also not forget that there are deals out at the moment. There is also a gem sale on at the moment, but I do not recommend buying any of these offers apart from the clam deal, because the clam will always be the best deal in the game, especially when the clam is on sale, which I think it is at the moment. I think it is, I don't know, I already have mine gone because it was on sale and I bought it. So, you know, if you see the clam on sale, that's the only thing I'll probably ever recommend you buy. But regardless, for now, thank you for joining me, enjoy your weekend, and until next time, I will see you then.